Stop translating in your head. Start speaking English naturally. Because the more you translate every sentence, the slower you become. And today, on day 3 of our 30 Days English Speaking Challenge, we are going to fix that with one powerful method: shadowing practice.
Welcome back to Speak Up Sessions English Podcast. I am Aisha.
And I am Rahul. If you are ready to improve your English speaking, listening, pronunciation, and confidence all in one video, stay with us until the end. Today's practice is designed for learners who understand English but freeze when it is time to speak. So we're going to make English feel natural, simple, and useful for real life.
In this episode, we will practice real English sentences for everyday situations like ordering food, shopping, meeting people, asking questions, and answering confidently.
We will also give you shadowing practice, which means you listen carefully and repeat after us aloud. Do not just hear the sentences, speak them. Copy the rhythm, copy the pronunciation, copy the confidence.
And remember, this is not about perfection. It is about training your mouth, your ears, and your brain to work together.
So if you make mistakes, that is completely fine. Mistakes are part of the process. Silence is the real problem. Speaking is the solution.
Before we begin, follow these 3 rules. First, listen to the full sentence once. Second, repeat it aloud. Third, do not translate every word in your mind. Try to understand the meaning directly.
And one more important rule: speak with energy. Even if you are alone, speak like you are having a real conversation. That is how your English starts sounding more natural.
All right, take a breath, relax your shoulders, and get ready.
Let's begin. I wake up early because I want to start my day with a clear mind and a positive attitude.
I usually take a few minutes to prepare myself before I begin any important work.
I do not want to waste my time scrolling through my phone for no reason.
I try to focus on useful habits that help me improve little by little every day.
I feel more confident when I speak English regularly instead of waiting for the perfect moment.
I know that progress takes time, but I also know that consistent practice always brings results.
I can think in English more easily when I describe simple things around me.
I want my English to sound natural, clear, and confident.
I do not need perfect grammar to express my thoughts.
I just need the courage to speak and the patience to keep improving.
Pause and repeat those sentences again if you need to.
The more you repeat, the stronger your fluency becomes.
Now, let us move into real-life conversation practice. Imagine you meet someone new.
If they say, "Hello, nice to meet you," you can reply like this: "It is nice to meet you too."
My name is Rahul, and I am learning English to become more confident in daily conversations. Where are you from?
I am from United States, and I enjoy meeting people from different places.
What do you do?
I am working on improving my English skills for my future goals.
That sounds great. I think practice is the best way to improve.
Yes, I agree. Even a small amount of practice every day can make a big difference.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I love learning new things, listening to podcasts, and speaking English with confidence.
That is interesting. I also believe that learning English should feel useful and enjoyable.
Now imagine you are in a restaurant or cafe.
You can say, "Excuse me, may I see the menu, please?"
What do you recommend?
What do you recommend?
I am looking for a non-spicy option.
Could I have a glass of water as well?
That looks delicious. I think I will try this dish.
How long will it take to prepare the order?
Thank you for your help.
These are small sentences, but they are very powerful in real life.
If you can use these sentences naturally, you will feel much more confident when traveling, eating outside, or speaking with strangers.
Now let's move into a very useful real-life situation, shopping. This is the kind of English that helps you in daily life, whether you are in a market, a mall, or a local store. A lot of learners know textbook English, but when they go shopping, they freeze because they don't know how to ask simple questions. So today, let's make that easy and natural.
Exactly, Rahul. Shopping English is important because it teaches you how to ask about price, size, color, quality, and discounts without feeling nervous. These are short sentences, but they are extremely powerful in real conversations. If you can use these naturally, you will feel much more confident speaking English outside the classroom.
For example, you can say, "How much does this cost?" Or, "Do you have this in a different size?" These sentences are simple, but they are very useful. You do not need advanced vocabulary to speak clearly in a shop. You just need the right phrases and a little confidence.
And if you are not ready to buy immediately, you can say, "I am just looking around for now," or "Can you show me something more affordable?" That kind of English sounds natural and polite. The more you practice these sentences, the easier it becomes to handle real-life situations without translating every word in your head.
Let's do a quick repeat after me practice. Say it with me. How much does this cost? Good. Now, do you have this in a different size? Excellent. Keep speaking with us because every sentence you repeat is helping your brain become faster and more comfortable with English.
Now let's go to another very common situation, ordering food. This is one of the most useful places to practice English because everyone needs it at some point. Whether you are in a restaurant, cafe, hotel, or food court, you should be able to ask for food politely and confidently.
Yes, and this type of English is very practical. You can say, "May I see the menu, please?" Or, "What do you recommend?" These are short sentences, but they make you sound natural and respectful. When you use real-life English like this, your speaking becomes more useful and less nervous.
You can also say things like, "I would like to order something simple and tasty," or "I am looking for a non-spicy option." These are great because they help you express exactly what you want. Many learners know food words, but they do not know how to form proper requests. That is why practice matters so much.
And if you need extra things, you can say, "Could I have a glass of water as well?" Or, "How long will it take to prepare the order?" These are the kinds of sentences that make you sound confident in public. You do not need long speeches. You need useful English that works in real situations.
Let's shadow them together. Repeat, "May I see the menu, please?" Great. Now, "What do you recommend?" Nice. And now, "Could I have a glass of water as well?" Perfect. These are the sentences you can use immediately, and that is what makes today's practice powerful.
Now we are moving into the confidence section, and this part is extremely important. Sometimes the problem is not that learners do not know English. The real problem is that they do not believe they can speak English well. So let's fix that mindset right now. Repeat these sentences with energy because confidence is also something you can train.
Exactly, Rahul. Confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you build by speaking again and again, even when you feel unsure. These sentences are designed to remind you that mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are part of the process, and every mistake can make you stronger if you keep going.
I am not afraid to speak English. Good. Now, I am improving with every practice session. Excellent. These are not just sentences. They are reminders to your own brain that you are capable of growing. The more you say them aloud, the more your mindset starts changing.
Now repeat these. I do not need to be perfect to communicate. And every mistake helps me learn something new. That is the kind of thinking that helps real learners become real speakers. Fluency does not come from fear. It comes from practice, patience, and belief in yourself.
And one more powerful line. I am becoming a stronger speaker every day. That is the attitude we want during this challenge. Not pressure, not perfection, just progress. If you repeat these confident sentences every day, your speaking will slowly become smoother and more natural.
You have now completed another important part of day 3, and I want you to be proud of yourself. Every time you practice English like this, you are teaching your mind not to fear the language. You are building a habit, and habits are what create real fluency over time.
Exactly. Do not wait for the day when English suddenly feels easy. That day comes after consistent practice, not before it. Today, you practice daily English, shopping English, food English, and confidence-building sentences. That is real progress, and you should recognize that. And just like that, you've reached the end of day 3. But remember, finishing this video isn't the end of today's practice. It's the beginning of your next step toward confident English.
Today, you didn't just watch a podcast. You listened, repeated, spoke, and challenged yourself. Maybe you made mistakes, maybe you paused, maybe some sentences felt difficult, but you kept going. And that's what matters.
So before you leave, write Day 3 completed in the comments. And choose one sentence from today's practice and say it 3 more times out loud.
Because fluency isn't built in one day. It's built one sentence, one conversation, and one day at a time.
Tomorrow is day 4, and we're bringing another powerful speaking challenge. So don't break the chain.
Subscribe to English Podcast Junction, turn on notifications, and come back tomorrow with the same energy.
Don't wait for perfect English.